West Point is perhaps the most difficult starting area in Project Zomboid, due to its overwhelming zombie population, limited resources and lack of secure buildings. This town will test your survival skills like no other. In this video, we will explore the top 5 locations that are guaranteed to enhance your gameplay and maximize your chances of long-term survival. We'll assess each spot based on 3 crucial factors: accessibility, defensibility, and resources. By analyzing these key elements, you'll be equipped to select the ideal location for your base in West Point, setting the stage for an unforgettable journey. So buckle up, folks, this is going to be a bumpy ride. We'll begin our journey in the secluded western part of West Point, where 3 magnificent houses await. If only they were closer to the city, these houses would undoubtedly be the ultimate base in all of West Point. The abundance of natural resources, including the majestic Great Ohio River, a serene lake, and sprawling woodlands, sets this location apart. However, the distance from downtown West Point presents both advantages and disadvantages. On the positive side, you'll discover a defensible base with minimal nearby zombies, unlike the crowded areas within the city. Plus, the 3 luxurious houses offer a wealth of resources. The downside is the lengthy journey back home, taking several minutes by car or even an entire day on foot, depending on the area's clearance. Since these houses are isolated, there are no nearby points of interest. Therefore, it is crucial to strategize and establish a secondary safe house closer to the city. This way you can efficiently gather resources and transport them to the main base. In terms of defensibility, there is a house already well equipped with sturdy fences. Adding a double gate at the front entrance will complete the security measures, making this base the safest and easiest to defend in all of West Point. As the game progresses, consider extending the perimeter to encompass the land leading to the river. This additional security measure ensures peace of mind while fishing or collecting water. Overall, this location is an excellent choice if you prefer a more peaceful gameplay experience or if you're playing alongside a few friends. On the opposite side of the city, we have the renowned American Tire building. It stands out as one of the 2 locations in West Point where you can find a wide array of accessories, tools, and car parts. What makes this place unique is its strategic location on the outskirts of the city, resulting in a comparatively low zombie population. However, don't underestimate the challenges of securing this base. During my first playthrough, it took me 2 full days of intense melee combat to clear this area, since firearms were not available to me yet. It is important to exercise caution as a significant number of zombies remain hidden in the nearby woodlands. Once the area is cleared, the American Tire building becomes a fantastic base with numerous points of interest in the close proximity. You'll discover a supermarket, a storage facility, warehouse, gas station, bar, and most importantly, a well-stocked gun shop that will prove invaluable if you intend to establish West Point as your home. Surrounding the building are vast woodlands and a nearby river, adding to the appeal of this location. Accessibility is a notable advantage of the American Tire building, as it can be easily reached from multiple directions. Additionally, it serves as a vital connection point between West Point and the entrance to Louisville City via the main highway. If your long-term goal is to venture towards Louisville, this spot makes an ideal temporary base. However, with proper fortification and strategic planning, I firmly believe the American Tire building can serve as a highly efficient primary base for your playthrough. Similar to most locations in West Point, the American Tire building faces 2 common challenges: excessive entry points and the absence of pre-built fortification or fences. To secure the area, you'll need to address at least 15 entry points, prioritizing the reinforcement of the vulnerable glass windows at the front of the building. Once that is secure, focus on fortifying the remaining entrances, including the back and front doors that can be fully barricaded. It is advisable to limit ground-level entrances to just 2, while preserving the integrity of the garage doors. However, Barricading one of the garage doors for added protection is also a viable option. The building features a small second floor that can be expanded by demolishing a wall using a sledgehammer. Utilize this space to extend the upper floor, both in the garage area and the store section. By creating an exterior door on the second floor, you can construct stairs leading to the ceiling portion of the base, allowing for the installation of rain collectors, a farming area, and a convenient access with cheat ropes. As the game progresses, you'll notice an increasing influx of zombies from the other side of the river. To maintain better control of the area, I recommend gating both sides of the bridges, and from there start expanding your way up to the western parts of the city. There is nothing quite like seeking refuge in a gritty bar to truly immerse yourself in the zombie apocalypse experience. After all, it's where all your favorite survivors often make their last stand. That's why Twiggy's is a legendary location that must not be overlooked when discussing West Point. With just 5 entry points, fortifying this place will be a breeze compared to our previous entry. You have various options for fortification, such as reinforcing the windows with metal sheets or planks, or using a sledgehammer to remove the window tiles and replacing them with sturdy level 3 walls. The base's close proximity to the river ensures a reliable source of water and food for long-term survival. Surrounded by vast woodlands, you can utilize this natural resource to your advantage by constructing walls around the bar in later stages of the game. Twiggy's has an abundance of points of interest. Right in front of the bar you'll find a gun store and a supermarket. Venture further and discover a food market, a warehouse, and if you clear your way southward, you'll gain access to the storage building, a large warehouse, and a gas station. Beware that clearing these areas won't be an easy task, as West Point is teeming with significant zombie population. You'll need to come prepared with an ample ammunition and firepower for rapid sweeps, or take a more methodical approach by gradually clearing the area with melee weapons. In terms of building options, I highly recommend expanding the second floor of the base in all directions. While this might require substantial resources, it will provide you with the much needed space for cultivating crops and experimenting with creative designs. As the game progresses, I suggest constructing your own defense wall to further fortify the base, transforming it into a true stronghold. The food market is hands down my absolute favorite spot in West Point, and you're probably wondering why. I mean, it's got more entrances than a theme park, it is placed in the middle of a zombie-infested street, and it is a pain to fence off and protect. But that's what makes it so darn appealing. If you chose West Point, you clearly wanted a challenge. And what better challenge than setting up camp in one of the most infected places in town. If you take a closer look at this joint, you'll discover more than meets the eye. With the right strategy, this place can become not only one of the best bases in West Point, but also the coolest. So let's dive deep into it. Just a heads up though, this spot isn't for beginners. It takes some serious guts and fighting skills just to get here. And once you do, it is a constant battle to keep it secured. Especially during those first few weeks, the heart of downtown West Point is swarming with zombie clusters, and one wrong move could be your last. But forget about the risks for a second, because the rewards are epic. There's a whole bunch of awesome stuff waiting for you here. We're talking about a supermarket, a hardware store, a library, a police station for all your gun-toting needs, a bar, an auto shop, a pharmacy, and even a gas station just a couple of streets to the west. Loot? Oh, you won't have any problems finding it here. Now let's talk about accessibility. This place is like the hub of all directions. Getting here won't be an issue, unless of course you have to fight your way throughout the horde of undead. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? This isn't your ordinary building. It's a 2-story compound, complete with a food market and a hardware store in the first floor. And guess what? Upstairs there are 2 massive apartments, accessible only by a single set of stairs. One of those apartments has a direct access to the roof of the neighboring building. You can create your own little farm up there with crops, rain collectors, generators, the whole shebang. Just break the stairs and set up some shit ropes and voila, you got yourself a sprawling safe haven equipped with everything you need to survive. Plus those brain munchers won't be able to touch you up there. If you're up for it, you can take charge of the surrounding streets, clear those suckers of every single zombie menace, and start building your own fortified territory. It's like living in Woodbury from The Walking Dead, remember? That one street town where the governor ruled without a single zombicide? Now imagine being the governor of your very own mini Woodbury. Pretty badass, huh? So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, sharpen your weapons, and get your butt down here. Alright, let's switch gears and talk about another kick-ass spot in the city. Now, I get it, my previous favorite might not be everyone's cup of tea, but fear not, because the storage lots are here to claim the #1 spot. This place is a total winner, and let me tell you why. First off, it's one of the few buildings in town that's only partially fenced, but hey, that just means there's no way you can mess up here. Sure, it is infested with zombies like the rest of West Point, but hey, what's a little zombies laying among friends, right? Once you've proven yourself, this place is a goldmine. It's tucked away in the eastern part of the city, and it shares many of the advantages we already mentioned when we talked about the American Tire building. Plus, there are loads of points of interest nearby, like a gas station, a warehouse, a supermarket. Oh, and did I mention the street woodlands surrounding the area? Since it is a storage facility, you're practically guaranteed to find at least one generator here. And that's not all. You'll find all sorts of goodies like tools, weapons, books, and clothing. They even provide you with a bed, so you can catch some quality sleep after a hard day of survival. Now let's talk about fortification. This place has a pretty decent fence, but here's the kicker, it is not completed. One corner has these puny little fences instead of the tall ones you need. That just means that zombies can come and say hello. So here's my proposal. Finish that damn fence. Build tall fences in the fenceless corner and break those tiny ones to make way for your sweet ride. And boom! You just created the only fully fenced building in the whole city. Ain't that something? Now get ready for the icing on the cake. The inside of this place is like a blank canvas, ready for your artistic touch. You can transform those inner compartments into dedicated rooms. Let your imagination run wild. In my last playthrough in West Point, I wanted to relive the good old Twiggy's days, so I moved the whole damn bar into a storage lot. And let me tell you, it was epic. Talk about having your own special watering hole right in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. So my friend, what are you waiting for? The storage lots are calling your name. And there you have it, folks. West Point is not a joke when it comes to survival. So remember, it's all about picking the perfect spot to call home if you want to avoid joining the neighborhood watch of the undead. Before we conclude, I'd like to apologize if my voice seemed a bit off in the video. I had recently returned from a trip abroad and unfortunately I was feeling under the weather. But I'm happy to report that I'm feeling better now. I also wanted to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for your amazing support. We have reached a milestone of 1,000 subscribers this month, and it truly motivates me to bring you more engaging Project Zomboid guides and related content. And as always, happy surviving! Bye bye!